Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news China's favoured multilateral trade deal is now at the sharp end of negotiations and things aren't looking too positive. But first, the level of consumer debt in the US rose more than expected in July, up $23 billion to $4 trillion. A rise of $16 billion was expected and slightly more than the $14 billion rise in June. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Ministers' meeting is underway in Thailand, and we're represented by Damien O'Connor. These negotiations are at a critical stage, almost ready to discover whether this version of multilateralism, China's answer to the TPP, has legs or not. The big sticking point is India. They are resisting getting rid of tariffs on Chinese goods for strategic reasons, and they feel they have a lot to lose against Australia and New Zealand in horticulture and dairy. India's commitment to FTAs like the RCEP is being questioned, and they're being challenged to commit or leave the group. Yesterday, equity markets came in with a lacklustre performance, and today Wall Street is heading in the same direction, little changed. European markets were generally lower, although the German DAX did post a 0.3% gain. Shanghai also rose, and by a larger 0.8%, but few other equity markets managed notable changes. The S&P 500 is down 0.2% so far today. In China, August car sales fell 10% from the same month a year ago, and this is the 14th decline in the past 15 months. In Australia, July home loan growth surged, and it probably grew as fast in August. After being down an average of 14% on a year-on-year basis for each of the first 6 months of 2019, July came in just 3% lower than the same month a year ago. On a seasonally adjusted basis, that represents almost a 4% rise from June. First home buyers have been given the credit for the turnaround. In staying in Australia, the headlines read, Westpac slashes mortgage rates to 50-year lows. Sounds interesting, until you realise Aussie home loans all come with fees. And when you match their comparison rates with equivalent New Zealand rates, you realise a 2-year fixed rate at Westpac New Zealand will be at 3.59% with a minimum 20% equity, whereas the equivalent one in Australia using the cheapest package will cost you 3.95%, provided you have a 30% equity. The US Treasury 10-year yield is up 6 basis points at now at 1.62%. Gold is lower again, down $3 to $1,503 an ounce. US oil prices are up more than $1 today, now just on $57.50 a barrel. The Brent benchmark is also up to just on $62.50 a barrel. The new Saudi oil minister has just agreed to new OPEC output cuts. The Kiwi dollar is firmer today and now up to 64.4 US cents. On the cross rates, we're back down to 93.7 Aussie cents, but against the euro, we're up to 58.2 euro cents. That has firmed the trade-weighted index to just up to 69.6. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.